Today's problem on Loud and Ugly Garage is we have no tie rod in the front for the front axle, so we're going to lengthen the original tie rod, get the wheels straight again, and then this is our second problem. I don't have the rear axle mounted yet. Once I get the rear axle mounted, we can mount the engine, mount the seat, and then the build is pretty much complete. So we're going to go ahead and tackle this. This is going to be kind of a bigger end of the build here, so let's get working. We've got the tires aired up on the tractor. That changed the ride height a little bit. It's about 6 1/4 from the bottom of the frame rail to the ground. So that being said, it's all leveled out front to back now, so we can start figuring this out. Before I get too crazy, I want to make sure these bolts are tightened out, or the wheels are bolted down nice and tight. So the hub adapters that we made worked out great. Those went on. The problem is when this nut goes on, there's nothing really. The spline drive sticks out further than what the hub does. So we're going to turn these down a little bit on the lathe, open the hole up some so that they fit over that spline drive. And then when we tighten it up, it holds the wheel tight up against it and there's no play. We got a roller. She's a rolling chassis now, so that's a good step forward with this thing. Now we're going to go ahead and make the tie rod so the wheels aren't flopping around, and we'll take it back to the other shop, and I got the fenders and everything, cut those in half and see if we can get those fitted up today. we're back with the mower at the other shop. This is where I store the truck. We're gonna go ahead and cut these fenders out. I'm just gonna use the fender sides to lengthen and go up over the wheels. I'll use the same seat plate that the seat mounts to. That way the seat will still flip up and down, and it'll still have some springs because this is an absolutely rigid frame and I don't want to break my back riding this thing around. So we'll cut these fenders out, get that seat plate cut out, and set the fenders out here. That way we can kind of start imagining what it's going to look like with the seat mounted and how low it's going to be. That's a wrap for the day. It's unfortunate that I didn't spend any time this week, just busy with my schedule. Hopefully this coming week I'll be able to knock out some of the fine details to strengthen everything up. I want to run like gusset caps that cap the little 2x2 steel that the rear axle is mounted to. Cap the steel and wrap around the axle, that way I can get a full weld. Also, I want to do the same thing to the 2x4 chunks of steel in the front, kind of run a triangulated gusset up underneath the steering or the tie rod to wrap around the axle as well, just so it's got some strength and rigidity out of it. But all in all, super happy with the progress. The ride height looks awesome. Kind of stoked on how this turned out with the width of the axle. I'll be able to use the stock seat, and with the springs and everything, I shouldn't be breaking my back on it. I've just got to do some sheet metal work so that we can protect our legs from the tires when we're drifting corners. And then we've got to figure out these footwells as well. That way we can get this thing on the road and do some drifting with it.